First up today on AGetc, we have a special series on technology in the upcoming weeks. Today, we take an in-depth look at the Verimax technology from CEO Chad Hilton. This app is designed to take the guesswork out of your fertility management program. So apply only what you need when you need it to save both time and money. And we'll end with how to get enrolled in the new Angus Link program. Closed captioning brought to you by Ag Promo Source. Together we grow. Learn more at agpromosource.com. This segment brought to you by Kansas Regenerative Medicine. Your stem cells, your health, your life.
But no, thanks a lot for the opportunity. Excited to be here at the State Fair and talk about our new technology that we're bringing to the marketplace. So, like Kyle said, my name is Chad Hilton. My role with Verimax is I'm our operations manager. So I'm not the brains behind what we're doing and the science what we're doing, but I know enough to be dangerous. So I'm going to take you through Verimax, who we are, what we do, and kind of how we do it. So how I want to get started is we've created a short video that really sums up what we do and how we do it. And it explains it probably better than I can even do. So what I want to do is I do want to start off by showing that video here and have you guys watch it, and then we'll dive in a little deeper on the process and how it works and talk a little bit more about the technology and the science behind it.
Welcome to Verimax, the simple, more efficient, more profitable nitrogen management strategy. Our Verimax system utilizes imagery, along with our customized agronomic algorithm, powered with over 10 years of proven results with Kansas State University. In real time, you can see exactly when and where to apply nitrogen on each of your fields. And the process is simple. We meet with you to discuss your specific needs. We set you up with an account and gather your farm's information. This includes our customized end solver, as well as your field boundaries, machinery, and crop information. Once your information is collected, you select the fields you want prescriptions for, and our system does the rest. Then, it's as easy as downloading your prescription and crop capacity maps. This works for both flat or variable rate application. Once your recommendation is saved, you simply plug prescriptions into your monitor and apply. With Verimax, you get the peace of mind knowing your nitrogen efficiency is optimized and your profitability increased. For our customers, increased profitability has never been so easy. You provide the information and apply, we do the rest. Verimax, the simple, more efficient, more profitable nitrogen management strategy.
So like I said, the video does a great job summarizing from a high level what we're doing. And what we're focused on at Verimax is nitrogen efficiency, utilizing imagery.
The new Better Horses Network is worldwide, presented by Lucas Oil, featuring worldwide radio and TV with iconic hosts like Al Dunning, Sharon Camarillo, Ernie Rodina, Lindy Birch, and Craig Cameron. With American Cowboy, Horse and Rider, Brushy Creek, Cavenders, and Ride TV. Worldwide radio and TV, the all-new Better Horses Network.
The Kansas Wheat Innovation Center in Manhattan is rediscovering ways to get improved varieties and new genetics in the hands of farmers faster. Grower-led and checkoff-funded research initiatives are bringing about positive change. This grassroots leadership provides a strong voice in Topeka and Washington, D.C. Now is the time to partner with Kansas Wheat in moving wheat forward. Kansas Wheat Commission and Kansas Association of Wheat Growers. Farmers investing in their future and yours. Log on to rediscoverwheat.org.
Sure Crop Fertilizers was started by my father, Don Sherman, and my mother, Shirley Sherman. Family business that started in the 80s. We predominantly focus on plant nutrients and what we can do to give growers better responses with the fertilizer dollars that they do, and what we can do to make those things work better for the grower. We're based out of Seneca, Kansas. We work with growers in their soil analysis to figure out what they need, and then we can put those in a blend that gives them the best results, and so that we can deliver that direct to their farm so that they have those nutrients where they need them, when they need them, and so that they can apply them in a manner that's very efficient to them and works well on their planting systems and what they're doing. Sure Crop Fertilizers has been around for a long time. We always say we're big enough to take care of everything you need, but we're small enough to do it quickly. You can get a hold of us at 1-800-635-4743. Our website is surecropfertilizers.com, and you can always email me at Corey@surecropfertilizers.com, and with any questions you have, we'll be glad to answer and work with you.
This segment brought to you by Kansas Wheat. Learn more at rediscoverwheat.org.
So to dive a little deeper, how we make this work is we are utilizing satellite imagery. And what we're doing with that is we're scanning the crop and looking at what the crop is telling us. Crops are visual indicators just like you and I. So we look at that from an imagery perspective using two different satellite constellations. So we look at different wavelengths that the human eye cannot detect, and we're able to look at the crop and determine what it's calling for, what it needs to remain healthy, and what its potential is. So we're looking at the biomass of that plant from an imagery perspective, and then what we do is we combine it with an algorithm that makes this thing work. And our algorithm has over 10 years of study and research behind it to make this work. We're also pulling in farmers' information. And I think that's key too, because we all know that the farmer knows his fields better than any of us. So we pull in his information as well, and then we compute all that, and we output nitrogen management prescriptions and yield potential maps for farmers to go apply. So that is an in-depth but still high overview of what we do. There's a lot more science that goes into it, but that's how the system works. So what we do is people ask us, okay, Chad, how do I take advantage, or how do I enroll in your system? How can I get nitrogen management maps and yield capacity maps for my farm? So what we've done at Verimax is we've created a software front end that allows farmers to enroll their fields and input their information. So what we do is we pull in fertilizer records, plant records, and combine that with the imagery that we've pulled in. So what we're able to do is put their information to work for them and help them make better management decisions with nitrogen. Nitrogen is probably one of the highest input costs that a farmer has when he looks at nutrition. So our focus is to be able to allow them to make better decisions, to be more efficient and more sustainable and more profitable on their farm. So we pull that information in and put it to work for them. And what we do then is when they want to run a prescription, they log into their account and they request a nitrogen prescription. And then our system, in a matter of, takes about roughly an hour to produce everything. And a lot of that time is getting the imagery calibrated correctly, running the process and results, and pushing it back to the farmer. So when that's complete, the farmer is notified that his prescriptions are ready and that he can go download those. But we also display it like you can see here. This is one where in our software where guy logs in, sees his nitrogen prescription, shows him how much in to apply and where. So we show them where that nitrogen is needed to take advantage of that crop for that season. So next thing we do is we provide the yield potential map. And guys really love this too, because the key component is understanding what your crop's capacity is and what the potential of it is that season. We all know that every season is different in agriculture and just in general. So it's very important to know what the potential of that crop is for that year and fertilize accordingly. A lot of guys will do the same thing from year to year. But we all know, we've seen it the last 2 years, especially in our area in northeast Kansas. This year, wheat, speaking on wheat terms, was not a good year for the wheat crop, yielding wise. So we didn't need to maybe put as much fertilizer on to gain those yields that we needed. So our system helps you make those decisions. It's a tool for you to use on your farm and help you make those decisions. So last year in 2017 was a very high yielding year on wheat terms. And we've seen guys reach their potentials by using our system. So we're excited about what we're doing and what we're offering to farmers. And we're excited to get this in front of everybody.
Next time you see a beautiful field of corn, reach out and thank the farmers who work tirelessly to raise corn for livestock feed, renewable fuels, and exports to feed a growing world population. The farmers on the Kansas Corn Commission work for Kansas Corn with grower-funded checkoff dollars that support foreign and domestic market development, research, promotion, and education to expand opportunities for Kansas farmers. To learn more, visit kscorn.com.
Hi, I'm Kim Mandring with Hardy Insurance. I'm here to help you with all of your farm and ranch needs. When it comes to protecting your operation and your family, you need a name you can trust at a price you can afford. Call me today or visit hardyaviationins.com.
Ag Promo Source is a unique group of marketing specialists with one mission: help your ag business grow. Each affiliate has their own area of expertise, and they work together to bring you advice, products, and services. To get started, visit agpromosource.com. Ag Promo Source. Together we grow.
As fourth-generation farmers themselves, Heinen Brothers Ag Service understands the risk and rewards of farming. So when it comes to quality aerial and ground application, fertilizer, ag chemicals, and anhydrous ammonia, call Heinen Brothers Ag today, 800-760-4964.
This segment brought to you by SureCrop, liquid crop nutrition delivered right to your farm.
So the next thing, so at the end of the day, what we do with our system is we provide solutions to farmers. And I think that's the key thing I want to talk about. There's a lot of things out there from an imagery and technology standpoint with ag that you can get pretty pictures and pretty maps that show you the good spots and the bad spots of your fields. But sometimes a lot of those don't really show you what to do. It's just a map with pretty colors like you see on my screen. But what we're doing is we're actually providing a solution for you to help you on your farm. So we're showing you exactly how much nitrogen is needed and where to apply it, and also what the capacity of that crop is this season. So what we do is we provide this summer report for growers. They can access this, and it shows them exactly how much nitrogen and where they're applying. It shows them what the average rate is if they don't have the capabilities to variable rate. They can apply the fixed rate, and it also shows them the total amount of nitrogen they need for that farm. So excited about what we're doing and what we're offering. So we offer this today on 3 crop types: wheat, corn, and sorghum. And we all know that each one of those is different. So each one of those has a specifically designed algorithm for them to make this work. So those are the 3 crops we offer today this system on. So what I want to do is I want to show you some results or some things we've had some growers do the last year and a half. Like Kyle said, this last year was our first year to the market space from a software standpoint. We did some things in 2017 with growers outside of the software, but this year was our first year commercialized with our software. So we had guys try it in many different ways. And so this one, for example, we wrote him a prescription for this field. This is wheat. And he wanted to leave a strip out of the middle to kind of check what we were doing. So he went ahead and did his own management practice down the middle and used the Verimax recommendation throughout the rest of the field. And on your left is the yield map for that field. So you can actually see the line right down the middle of the field on the yield map where he did his own management. And where he used the Verimax system, he increased his bush yield by 11 bushel an acre over his normal management. Now this was in 2017. It was a very high yielding year. So his normal management practice probably wasn't quite enough in to reach the potential that crop had. So he increased his profitability on his farm. And that's one thing we can do for you guys and help you out with. So the next one is kind of similar. Had the same thing. Guy used his own management practice and put a strip down the middle, used Verimax on the outsides, and you can see again on his yield map, harvested map, you can see the distinct line right down the middle of the field in that map, what the imagery is picking up and everything. So this one, he had a 5 bushel increase using the Verimax system. So once again, increasing nitrogen efficiency, understanding what the crop's capacity is and how to get that and how much nitrogen it takes to get that. So I got one more I want to show you as well. This one here is pretty interesting actually. We had a farmer that we gave him prescription on his wheat. He came back and he said, guys, I don't know that that's enough nitrogen. I usually apply a lot more than that. So we said, well, if you want to do your own management on part of it, do it. It's still your decision what you want to do. So he went ahead and he applied an extra 30 pounds in a strip. You can see on the left screen there. And when he harvested his crop, he's seen no yield increase in the area where he applied that extra 30 pounds. So it showed him that optimizing your N and over applying in sometimes can hurt the crop more than it can even help it. So optimizing the N and being efficient with nitrogen is what we do and how we can help you. So this guy, after we got done talking to him, he had a hard time. He's like, I can't believe I didn't see anything at all in his results with that extra N. So he goes, I've been probably over applying all these years. So I gained the same yield without that extra N. So he saved himself some money. And that's what it's all about, is helping guys increase their profitability. So
Valley Vet Supply is devoted to providing information and professional quality products at reasonable prices.
Valley Vet Supply.
Next time you see a beautiful field of corn, reach out and thank the farmers who work tirelessly to raise corn for livestock feed, renewable fuels, and exports to feed a growing world population. The farmers on the Kansas Corn Commission work for Kansas Corn with grower-funded checkoff dollars that support foreign and domestic market development, research, promotion, and education to expand opportunities for Kansas farmers. To learn more, visit kscorn.com.
I'm Rexanne Strew, veterinarian in Western Iowa. I have a veterinary clinic and started doing stem cell therapy on dogs in August of 2014. And after the first 2 dogs, after 3 weeks, I saw such dramatic results. I said, hey, I have arthritis. I have joints, really need this help. Where can I go to get this done? I had stem cell therapy done in November of 2014 on my finger joints, my hip, and the ball of my left foot, all of which I'd had real severe problems with. Saw a pretty dramatic improvement in a short amount of time. I would certainly recommend that somebody don't wait until I'm in the position that I was in with the damage already done to my joints. I encourage veterinarians to use it for their animals, and I encourage anybody who sees this video, if you have need, get in contact with these people because this is a phenomenal place to have this done.
This segment brought to you by Kansas Corn. Learn more at kscorn.com.
this is just some results we've seen in 2017 with wheat crop. We've seen an average increase of 12 bushels an acre when utilizing our program. We've seen obviously an increase in nitrogen use efficiency, which is good. And then we also seen some guys apply late season and try to get a protein increase utilizing our system. And they did see a bump in protein and were able to go get that extra premium on the marketplace for their wheat. And then the last one that really sticks out is the variable rate application. So variable rate can be very difficult to do. Verimax makes that very easy for you to do. Our system provides you with a variable rate map that you can take straight to your applicator and apply accordingly. So the guys that use variable rate went from a fixed rate to a variable rate in 2017, saw around a $4 savings doing variable rate alone, because they were putting the nitrogen where it was needed and not over applying in areas that didn't need it. So that varies across fields. Some fields have more variability than others, but we've seen an average of $4 in savings using variable rate technology. So the next thing people ask is, okay, Chad, how much does this cost? There's always a cost to this. So we have two different pricing structures for wheat and corn. For wheat, we charge $3 up to $4.50 per acre, depending on what management intensity you want to use. Everybody in their operation has a little bit different capacity and what they're able to do. So we offer two different packages to fit your needs there. So the next one is corn. Very similar. What we do is we add to it, because corn is a different animal. There's a lot different ways to manage corn. So we offer three different packages, everywhere from a single application up to a spoon fed. And the spoon fed is for guys that are out irrigating and pushing that yield to its max. So we have a system that will work for guys that are irrigating or fertigating or variable rate applying in season on corn. So that's the different packages we have and how we offer it. So once you're enrolled in the system, we kind of do the rest.
Tarwater Farm and Home is a 40-year-old local family-owned business. Clothing for work and play, seeds and feeds, boots, toys for the kids, and tools you'll need for around the house and farm. And a service department to keep them in top running order. It's a big store, so take some time to see what they have for your farm and home. Tarwater's everyday pricing is like others' sale prices. When you need it, they've got it. Tarwater Farm and Home, 4107 North Topeka Boulevard.
KFRM is one of the largest farm radio stations in the nation, dedicated to informing and entertaining rural listeners from northern Oklahoma to southwestern Nebraska. You can catch KFRM in many ways. Of course, 550 on the AM dial, streaming at kfrm.com, or on your smartphone by going to the TuneIn Radio app, or on Ag AM in Kansas on Tuesdays and Facebook every day of the week. KFRM, tune us in. You'll be glad you did.
Next time you see a beautiful field of corn, reach out and thank the farmers who work tirelessly to raise corn for livestock feed, renewable fuels, and exports to feed a growing world population. The farmers on the Kansas Corn Commission work for Kansas Corn with grower-funded checkoff dollars that support foreign and domestic market development, research, promotion, and education to expand opportunities for Kansas farmers. To learn more, visit kscorn.com.
This segment brought to you by Kansas Soybean Commission. Progress powered by Kansas farmers.
We proposed a study in which we would apply dicamba at the three simulated dicamba drift rates, 1/1000th, 1/500th, and 1/100th of a field use rate, the early vegetative stages of growth, and then two early and mid reproduction stages of growth. With the V3 applications, we actually saw very little yield loss, regardless of rate, at the application timing. As we got into the R1 and R3, we saw more yield loss, and especially at the 1/100th use rate. And then as we got into the multiple hits, of course, the injury and the yield loss increased fairly dramatically, especially, again, when we had multiple exposures in those reproductive stages. And we experienced as much as about 70% yield loss from the 1/100th use rate exposed at all three timings.
Closed captioning brought to you by Ag Promo Source. Together we grow. Learn more at agpromosource.com.